Shalom, brothers and sisters. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you from Yahuwah, our Father, and Yahusha. He is the Messiah, the one that carries the burden of Yah, his voice, our high priest, soon coming King. Hear, O Yeshua, Yahuwah, who is our mighty one. He is one. There is no other mighty one in existence than Yahuwah, and Yahusha is his voice. This is Brother Daoud coming to you again to bring you the wilderness, the great yet terrible day. It's great for some, those who kept his commandments, terrible for the transgressors of the law. If you find yourself in April saying that you're keeping a Passover, judgment. This is Judgment Day. Everyone, all of the children of Yeshua will be judged on this day. Judgment begins with the Kedusha Yam. Make sure you're on the right side and stay away from the abominable Passovers that are in April. Let's begin. Yah has a call. You would say Ezekiel chapter 20, 33 to 36. Read the context. It leads into the text. The gathering. 33. As I live, said Adanya, Yahuwah. Adanya means owner. Surely, with the mighty hand, and with the stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. Judgment. 34. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein you were scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. There shall be a flame burning behind you as you leave. There shall be a flame burning before you as you come in. 35. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people. This should be of your kinsmen, the Saouds. And there will I plead with you face to face. 36. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the owner, who is Yahuwah, and I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me. When you come under the rod, he's going to say, you guys to the left, keep moving. Crowds, throngs of people moving to the left. No, no, no. You stop. Go to the right. The rest of you to the left. Keep moving. Keep moving. You stop. Go to the right. The rest of you keep moving. Keep moving to the left. The ones who went to the right are those who have the seal of Yahuwah in their foreheads. those who have kept his commandments in the land of his captivity, those who will overcome the matrix, and I will bring forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Yasharah. All of those who are going to the left will not enter in. They shall be left in the wilderness, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah. He signed his name because he keeps his word. 39. As for you, O house of Yasharah, thus saith Adonai Yahuwah, go you, serve you every one his idol, the cross, the fish, the star on your chest, and hereafter also, if you will not hearken unto me, but pollute you, my holy name, no more with your gifts, no more with your idols. 40. For in mine holy mountain, in the mountain of the height of Yasharah, said the owner who is Yahuwah, there shall all the house of Yasharah, all of them in the land, serve me. There, and only there, will I accept them, and there will I require your offerings, the first fruits, oblations, and all your holy things. Let's stop for a moment. In the land of your captivity, you cannot offer up anything to him but yourself. No sacrifices, no burnt offerings. If anyone leads you down that rabbit hole, they're leading you to transgression of the law. What can you do here? Well, you offer up yourself. The word is return. To what? The old way, which is the good way, that you may find rest for your souls. The first thing you have to return to is his Shabbats. Did you know that the Shabbat is a feast day? Read Leviticus 23, 1, 2, 3. You will find out the first feast day listed is your regular weekly Shabbat. How do you find it? Only through the moon. The moon is the sign of feast. Did you know that offerings are being given on that day on your behalf? By who? And where? Our high priest, who is in the heavens, Yahusha, HaMashiach, has all of this handled. All you have to do is return. The next feast day is Passover. You have to keep it. It is perpetual from generation to generation to generation. It is a memorial of what? The deliverance from the bondage of Egypt. Can we make a sacrifice? No. Again, Yahusha, HaMashiach, has all of these things handled. What about the Feast of Weeks? The first fruits? How do we handle that? You don't have a harvest. You're not in the land. But there's another component to the Feast of Weeks, while you still have to celebrate it. On that day, Yahuwah, the owner, poured out his spirit to the children of Yisrael. That is the focus of your celebration in the land of your captivity. What about the Feast of Tabernacles that comes at the end of the year in the 7th month? We don't have a harvest. We don't have gifts and oblations to bring to him. Well, he told you that he will only accept these things at his holy mountain. Then why would we keep the Feast of Tabernacles? Because there's another component to it. You have to build a booth, a hut, a tent, in memorial for your transgressions of the law in the wilderness, where you had to dwell in tents for 40 years, and here you are dwelling in the land of your captivity for 10 times 40. So all of his feast must be kept, and if you don't keep them, you have not returned. 41. I will accept you with your sweet savor when I bring you out from the people, the Guyam, and gather you out of the countries wherein you have been scattered, and I will be sanctified in you before the heathen. 42. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah. He signed his name again. When I shall bring you into the land of Yisrael, into the country for the which I lifted up mine hand to give it to your forefathers. Our names are already in the land. We are returning to our inheritance. He has sifted us like wheat. He has tried us as gold is tried in the lands of our captivity. And only those who overcome will see all of these great things at his holy mountain. 43. And there shall you remember all your ways and all your doings, wherein you have been defiled, and you shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for all your evils that you have committed. All of you, Yahuwah Alua, in our community, all of you around the world who have the Spirit of the Most High, you loathe yourself right now. When you look back on how you were living before, you just don't understand, how could I have done these things after he has done so much for us? After our brother went to the tree and died so that he could take our petitions in the heavens before the throne, and we spit in our master's face to call on JC, to call on the capital A, to call on all of these gods of the Gentiles that are surrounding us, and we kept his name in vain. We held it empty, worthless, without use. We can see all these things today, and we loathe ourselves. In secret, we look in the mirror and we see the wickedness that we have committed against He who is seated upon the throne. And the only thing that we can say is, Baba, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. 44. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah. He signed his name again. When I have wrought with you for my name's sake. You see, our brothers are still transgressing the law, taking his name in vain, holding it empty, worthless, without use. Every time you bring forth the scripture and you see the Lord, you change it back to Yahuwah. You make his name famous. Let's continue. Not according to your wicked ways, hiding his name, nor according to your corrupt doings, O you house of Yesharo, said the owner who is Yahuwah. 45. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, the Spirit of Yahuwah. I know most of you do not understand this. It's a spiritual thing. He speaks to you. He tells you what to do and what to say. 46. Son of man, set your face towards the south. The south of where? Saudi Arabia. In the wilderness. And drop this word towards the south and prophesy against the forest of the south field. 47. And say to the forest of the south, hear the word of Yahuwah. Thus saith the owner, who is Yahuwah, behold, I will kindle a fire in you, and it shall devour every green tree in you, every dry tree. The flaming flame shall not be quenched, and all faces from the south to the north shall be burned therein. He's revealing to you the lake of fire. It is in Saudi Arabia where the remnant of Edom dwells. The fire shall come from the south. It shall go through Mecca to the place where the woman is, Medina, where their holy mosques are, Riyadh, where their kings live, Mount Seir, Basra, and Moab. The flaming flame shall overtake them, and the fire shall not be quenched. Here's the problem. All of the rebels who are left in the wilderness, this shall be your end. We shall behold you We shall see your torment. We shall be astonished at what has happened to you, but we shall rejoice because we overcame. 48. And all flesh shall see that I, Yahuwah, have kindled it. It shall not be quenched. He confirms everything I said. This fire shall burn until the new creation. 49. Then said I, this is Yah Hezekiah speaking, after he heard the word from Yahuwah, he said, oh, owner, Yahuwah, these men, the elders that are sitting before me, they are saying, does he speak in parables? Continue to part 2. Shalom.